discuss yung mga plane area. So, mga common figures and ano yung mga formula nila. Okay, let's start with the square. Yung square, meron ito. So, square, di ba? Similar yung measurement ng bawat sides ng square. So, apat yung sides ng square. So, therefore, apat din yung similar yung measurement. Yung itong x tsaka x. So, itong d, that is the diagonal of the square. So, ano yung measurement ng diagonal ng square? We can just put here the diagonal and then makakreate tayo dito ng ano to? Right triangle, di ba? So, yung diagonal is simply the hypotenuse ng ating right triangle. So, that is x squared plus x squared. Wherein yung diagonal is equivalent sa 2x squared. Yung yung tawag nito, yung square root ng x squared is simply x, no? At saka yung square root ng 2, pwede na natin yung gawin square root ng 2. So therefore, yung area natin is x squared and then yung diagonal natin is square root of 2x. Okay? Yan yung para sa square. Now, yung perimeter naman, or denoted as P, ito yung sinasabi nating perimeter class ha. That is just the summation ng lahat ng measurement ng sides ng square. So, apat man yung sides ng square, then each of the sides is measuring x. So, yung perimeter ng ating square is basically 4 times x. Okay? Now, next is the rectangle. Okay, rectangle, una yung formula, no? Rectangle, ito naman yung sa rectangle. Meron tayong length, ito yon na measurement, at saka width. Okay, width. Length tsaka width, or W. So, ito, width din ito. And then, ito, length din yan, no? Okay. Yung area ng rectangle is basically length times width, no? Length times width lang yan, no? Diagonal niyan is basically yung square nito plus square nito, then you take the square root. Parang hypotenuse lang yan, no? And then, yung perimeter niya, dalawang length, tsaka dalawang width. Okay, ang perimeter niya, 2 length plus 2 widths. Okay, yan yung para sa rectangle. Now, para naman sa triangle, okay, ito yung sa triangle. Ano to class? Maraming forms of triangle. Una, kapag binigyan tayo ng base tsaka height, no, parang magkaroon tayo ng right triangle here. So, yung area niyan is 1/2 base times height. Na-introduce ko naman to kahapon sa inyo, no, yung pagkuha natin sa area ng polygon. Or, for example, meron tayong ganitong triangle. So, ito yung base natin and yung height na gagamitin natin is yung height na magkakaroon tayo ng perpendicular or 90 degree. Hindi ito. Hindi din ito. Kasi that is the slant height. Hindi yan yung perpendicular height or yung tinatawag nating altitude. Okay? So, how about if given yung 3 sides? Meron tayong ganito. Meron tayong triangle na given yung sides A, B, at saka C. If you have recalled, the Heron's formula, yun yung gagamitin natin for for this problem, no? Heron's formula yung gagamitin natin. So, ano yung S natin dito, class? That refers to the semi or semi-perimeter. So, sabi dito, this is semi-perimeter or the average of the perimeter. Basically, i-add mo lang lahat ng measurements dito. Basically, that is the perimeter. I-divide it by 2. So, makakuha mo yung semi-perimeter or half ng perimeter. Okay, next is triangle pa rin. What if meron tayong triangle na given yung 2 adjacent sides? Kapag sinasabi nating adjacent side, magkatabi na sides. And in between that magkatabi na sides, mayroon tayong angle. So, yan yung included angle. So, una, okay, nauna yung mga no? Ito yun. So, meron tayong A tsaka B given yung dalawang adjacent side tsaka yung angle between nila. So, to get the area of that is 1/2 AB, yung product ng adjacent side, tapos sine of the included angle. Pwede na itong walang C. Okay? Masosolve mo lang yung area nito gamit lang itong tatlo. 2 adjacent side, magkatabi, tapos meron tayong included angle in between that side. So, ito, pwede na itong wala. Okay? Now, meron din tayong triangle inscribed in a circle. Okay? Triangle inscribed in a circle. So, basically, yung area ng triangle is equivalent sa ABC over 4R. ABC over 4R. Yung radius dito is the radius of the circle. Ito yung radius ng circle. So, paano yan kukunin yung radius ng circle? using kung given yung circle area, that is pi r square. Okay. Okay, nakuha nyo? Pi r squared lang yan. Now, what if meron tayong triangle circumscribing a circle? Okay, di ba ito, yung triangle natin nasa loob ng circle. Ito naman, yung triangle natin nasa labas ng circle. Okay, nasa labas ng circle. Or in other words, yung triangle natin is circumscribing the circle. So, kapag ganyan, yung area ng triangle is equivalent lang sa radius ng circle tsaka yung S. Yung S again, that is semi-perimeter. Yung area ng circle, parehas pa rin, pi r squared pa rin yan. Okay, yung semi-perimeter, ito yun, A plus B. C pala to class ha. A plus B plus C over 2. Okay? Now, how about if meron tayong equilateral triangle? Kapag sinasabi natin equilateral triangle, lahat ng sides are equal at saka lahat ng interior angle, ito yung mga interior angle, are equal also. So, yan yung sinasabi nating equilateral triangle. Okay? Ang formula niyan, kunin muna natin yung h. Ang h niyan is the altitude na magka-create tayo ng 90 degree. Ito yun yung h niya. So, to get the h, basically, ito yung formula niya. Square root of 3 times x over 2. Saan to galing? Okay, mag-create tayo ng triangle. Ito, kukunin natin tong triangle na to. Okay? Half of that triangle. Okay, basically, this one is 60. This one is h. Okay, and this one is x. Tama ba? So, using this triangle, pwede natin gamitin is yung sine 60 equivalent yan sa opposite, which is yung h. Yan yung kukunin natin all over x. In other word, yung h natin is x or sine 60 x. So, kung kukunin natin yung calculator natin, okay, kuhanin ko lang yung calculator natin. Okay, make sure naka-degree kayo. Yung sine 60 is equivalent pala sa square root of 3 over 2. Kaya, yung h dito is square root of 3 over 2 multiplied by x. So, yan yung h natin dyan. Okay, which is, ito yung formula natin. So, kung makuha na natin yung h natin, okay, basically, 1/2 base times height. Yung base natin is x, tapos yung height natin is square root of 3 over 2, or that is sine 60 times x. So, base x, tapos sine 60x. So, mangyari niyan, maging x squared na yun, no? X squared na yun. Okay, x squared sine 60. Or simply, 1/2, okay, area is 1/2, yung base natin again, yes, that is x, yung height natin, ito yun, square root of 3 over 2x. So, 1 times square root of 3, square root of 3 pa rin yan, then 2 over 2 times 2, that is 4, then x times x, x squared. So, similar lang siya dito, ha. Okay, yan yung for equilateral triangle. Nasa circle naman tayo, pi r squared lang yan. Circumference ng circle, circumference to class, ha, or that is the perimeter ng buong circle. That is 2 pi r. Okay, yan yun, no? Ito yung circle natin. Itong lahat ng ito. This is the circumference of the circle. Kung kukunin natin yung area ng circle, ito yung area ng circle. That is pi r square. Now, itong s, ano itong s class? This is the arc length. Yan yung arc length natin. Ito s. So, paano natin kukunin yung s na yan? So, for arc length, ito yon. For arc length, that is equivalent lang sa radius ng circle natin, tapos yung central angle. Ito yung central angle. Central angle ng ating circle. Wherein dapat naka-radian yan, naka-radian. Kapag hindi yan naka-radian, mali yan. Okay, dapat naka-radian yan. Kung given yan naka-degrees, so i-convert mo pa yan sa radian bago mo makuha yung arc length. At saka yung total perimeter, pag sinasabi nating perimeter ng arc or ng sector, ito man sector. Ang sector, sinasabi yan, is yung area ng circle, portion na area lang, portion. Ito lang naka-shade. Okay, yan yung tinatawag nating sector. Okay, area ng circle na portion. Portion of the area of circle. Ito yon. Paano natin kukunin yung perimeter niya, no? So, dalawang radius, ito yon, 2r, tapos yung arc length natin s. Wherein yung s natin is, eto din yun, di ba? Radius times the central angle na naka-radian. Kung kukunin natin yung area ng circle, di ba? Kukunin natin yung area ng circle. Similar lang yan dun sa triangle, no? Di ba? Area ng triangle is 1/2, yung dalawang adjacent side, tapos yung central angle. Okay? Wherein yung sa triangle that is sine of the central angle or included angle. Dito, 1/2 r square pa rin pero hindi yan natin isa-sign but the radian of this one. The radian ng ating central angle. Okay? Next na plane area is the parallelogram. Ito yung itsura ng parallelogram natin wherein may dalawang sides na parallel. Itong sides na to, tsaka itong sides na to. So that is said to be parallelogram. So dito meron tayong diagonal 1 and meron tayong diagonal 2. Okay? Now, the angle between the diagonals 1 and 2, sinasabi natin yung angle theta. So to get the area of this parallelogram, gagamitin na natin yung mga diagonals niyan and divide it by 2, then multiply natin yan by sine theta. O yan yung area ng parallelogram. Next, meron tayong rhombus. Okay, rhombus, parehas pa rin to ng parallelogram, pero yung angle between these diagonals, D1 and D2 is 90 lang. Obviously 90, no? Kasi alam naman natin, sine 90, di ba? Kanina, di ba? Area is equivalent sa diagonal 1, diagonal 2 over 2, then sine of the angle between. Yung angle between dito is 90. Okay? Yung sine 90 kasi, equivalent yan sa 1. Kaya, nawala yung sine 90 dito. So, ang mangyari na lang, d sub 1 times d sub 2, ito yung product ng diagonals natin, divide it by 2. Tsaka, meron din tayong trapezoid. Okay, trapezoid, meron tayong ganito, may dalawang bases tayo, yung malaking base, ito yon, tsaka yung maliit na base. Wherein, matatawag natin yung base if parallel yung dalawa. Itong side na to at saka itong side na to, hindi yan parallel. They will intersect at if ating iproproject yon, they will intersect at this point. So, di na yan parallel, no? Ang parallel lang dyan is itong A at saka yung B. So, ang gawin natin for area ng trapezoid, dapat meron tayong altitude H, yung perpendicular height. Okay? Galing dito sa base, tsaka papunta doon sa pinakamataas na base din. So, ang area ng trapezoid is basically, i-add mo lang yung dalawang bases, you take the half of that or the average of that, or divide it by 2, then i-multiply mo naman yun sa altitude nila. Okay, then meron tayong ellipse. So, ang area ng ellipse, ito yon. Meron tayo, di ba, semi-minor and semi-major axis, di ba? Kung lahat ito, that is the major axis, which is 2A. Kung lahat ito naman, that is 2B, that is the minor axis. Kung semi-major at semi-minor, A at saka B lang yun. Okay, the formula ng ellipse is basically pi AB lang. 'Di ba alam naman natin sa circle, radius din ito, no? Parang circle lang 'to ba? Pero ellipse lang 'yan, no? So kung kukunin natin yung area ng circle, 'di ba? Pi r squared lang 'yan, no? Kasi parehas yung value ng r dito at saka r dito. So dito, bale ito yung magiging r mo, then ito yung magiging r mo. So we're in the same, no? Kaya mangyari niyan, that is pi supposedly r squared, so magiging AB na 'yan. Okay, galing yan din yan sa circle, no? And then, ang perimeter ng circle, ng ellipse, or that is the circumference sa circle, di ba? 2 pi, then square root ng a squared plus b squared over 2. Yan yung perimeter ng ellipse natin. Okay, and then we also have quadrilaterals. Marami to class, ha? So, discuss ko muna lahat, then we'll try to solve examples later. So, meron tayong quadrilaterals. Ito yung quadrilateral. Similar lang ito sa parallelogram. Instead that, hindi na siya parallelogram, hindi na siya parallel yung mga sides niya o wala siyang sides na parallel. For example, ito kung ipo-project natin to, mangyari maganyan yan, no, di ba? Project natin yan. And then ito, project natin yan, it will intersect at this point. Similar to this one, kung ipo-project natin yan papunta sa taas, ito din papunta sa taas, it will intersect at this point. So hindi na yan matatawag na parallelogram. Pero ang tawag niyan is in general term quadrilaterals. Pag sinabi natin quadrilaterals, apat na side or four-sided polygon. Quadrilaterals. Yun na-mention ko to nung previous natin na discussion. Okay, parehas pa rin. Meron tayong angle between the diagonals, D1 and D2. So, ang formula pa rin yan is basically similar pa rin nung parallelogram. Diagonals 1, diagonals 2 over 2, then sine theta. Itong theta na to is the angle between these diagonals. Kuha ba? Hello? Are you still following, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then, meron tayong area of segment. Ano naman tong segment? Diba ito, kabuuan na to, that is sector. Tama? Ang segment na to, class, ito yung segment, class. Ito yung segment. So, paano ba to nakuha na formula? Okay. gawin natin for this one. Gusto kong i-discuss to talaga ng maigi ha. Anyway, I think this is the last one. Then sample problems tayo. Okay. Paano to nakukuha yung area ng segment? Okay. Punta lang tayo dun sa i-move ko lang to dun sa tingnan ko daw kung naka-record ba tayo. Okay, naka-record naman. Punta tayo dito sa plane areas. Okay. Dito. Now, paano natin nakuha yung area ng segment na to? So, yung area ng segment, ito yun class ha. Yung segment, ito yun. Okay, sandali lang ha. Ito yun. Yan yung segment. Itong na part. Okay. Kung kukunin natin lahat ng to, ito ng part. Ito na part. Okay. That is area ng sector, di ba? So, ano yung area ng sector? Area ng sector. That is 1/2 r squared. Angle, ito, dapat naka-radian. Okay, yan. Yan yung area ng sector. Pero, segment man kukunin natin, ito yung nasa taas lang. So, meaning to say, itong nasa baba, itong part na to, isa-subtract natin sa area ng sector, no? So, paano ba to kukunin? So, meron tayong parang na-create na triangle, no? Dito sa ibaba. So, meron tayong ganito. Sulat ko lang saglit, ha? I-draw ko lang pala saglit. Okay. Meron tayong radius dito. Meron tayong radius dyan, no? And then, meron tayong angle dito. Kung hahatiin natin to sa dalawang triangle, ayan. Okay, or simply, ito na part dito. Okay, itong part na to. Kukunin natin yan. That is basically, itong part na to, itong length na to, that is your h, no? Altitude yan. Okay, altitude yan, no? So, pag meron na tayong altitude na ganyan, and basically, magka-create tayo ng parang ganitong triangle. So, meron tayong delta over 2, no? Delta over 2 na to, class. Then, we have here the h, and we have here the radius. Okay, ganyan, no? Tama ba? Now, we need to solve for the area of this triangle. Kapag makuha natin yung area na itong triangle, i-multiply natin yan by 2 kasi dalawa to. And then, yun na natin isa-subtract to dito. Pero, remember guys, if meron tayo, na-remember nyo ba yung triangle, no? Okay, balik tayo dun sa ating, balik tayo dito. Yung triangle na may two sides na given, no? Two sides na given, at saka may included angle. Okay, di ba? Ito, two sides na given, A at saka B, tapos may included angle. Di ba similar lang yan dito? Okay? Two sides na given, ito, tsaka may included angle. So, ang formula ng area ng triangle pala niyan is 1/2 r tsaka r, which is r squared, tapos sine of angle. Nakuha niyo? So, sine ng angle is dapat nakadegree to kasi may sine kasi dito. May sine. Kapag sun alone lang siya angle, dapat nagka-radian yan. So, therefore, itong formula na to, isa-subtract natin from the area of sector. Yun na makukuha natin na area ng segment. Okay, so, litan ko lang ha. So, therefore, pala, yung area ng segment, okay, segment, is basically equivalent yan sa area ng sector minus area ng triangle. So, therefore, this one is basically 1/2 r squared, angle theta na naka-radian. Then, subtract natin yung 1/2 r squared sine of angle theta na naka-degrees. Okay, naka-radian at saka naka-degrees. So, therefore pala, yung area ng segment natin is equivalent lang sa, okay, etong 1/2 at saka r squared, we can factor that out, no? Kasi parehas naman yan, no? And then we have here angle na naka-radian minus sine of angle na naka-degrees. So, yan na yung magiging equation natin for the area of segment. Okay, which is, nandito na yan, no? Na-reflect na yan dito. So, yun lang yung pagkuha ng area of segment. Okay, ito, di ba? Area na, theta na naka-radian, tapos sine theta na naka-degrees. Ito yun, no? Okay? Nakuha ba, class? Before tayo magsagot ng mga problems. Ito, meron tayong mga problems, no? Sorry. A circle is find the area of hexagon. Circle as radius. Okay. Wait sandali lang. Parang nag-change yung mga problems dito. Okay, let me just correct this one. Okay, ito, natapos na natin yan i-discuss. Okay, so basically, ito, erase natin to. Erase natin to. So, uh, maybe we can just solve 3 problems today. So, ito, dagdag natin to. Okay, then the rest, sa susunod na lang yan. Kasi I think you need to also study for your exam tomorrow. Okay? Solve natin tong tatlong problems na to for this afternoon. Then, you can now study for your exam. Okay. So, problem number 1, problem number 2. So, gawin ko lang. Okay, let me just snip this one. Punta tayo dito sa so, yan sa problem number 1 natin. Tsaka snip natin to for problem number 2. Ay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Problem number 2. Yan. Lastly, for problem number 3. Saan na yun? Yun dito. Problem, sorry, nandito pala yun. Yan, problem number 3. Okay, problem number 3. Punta tayo dito. Okay? Kuha nyo ba, class? So, yan yung isosolve natin today. So, una, a circle that has 26 diameter. Okay, nandyan pa kayo, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you still following with me? No? Are you still following with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, we have here a circle that has 26 centimeter diameter is circumscribed on a regular hexagon. Find the area of hexagon. Parang kahapon lang to, no? Meron tayong circle. And then, meron tayong hexagon daw. Okay, hexagon daw. So, gawa tayong hexagon. So, hexagon, ilang sides yan? 6, di ba? Okay, 6. Okay, meron tayong hexagon, 6-sided. So, parang ganito yun, no? And then, last this one. Okay, sandali lang ha. Hindi nagdugtong. Yan. So, gawin natin, i-move natin to saglit para maging hexagon talaga. Okay. Okay, parang ganito yun, no? So, anong magagamit natin na equation dito, class? Nasa loob yung hexagon. Si Naruto, nasa loob. Sino, remember nyo pa? Si Naruto nasa loob? Diba na si Naruto dito? Ano yung area nito? Area ng hexagon or area ng polygon natin? Ano yung formula natin, class? Nasa Naruto sa loob? 1 has no right to sin, di ba? 360n. Kalimutan nyo na, no? 1 has no right to sin, 360n. Okay, ano yung area ng hexagon dito? Anong side ng hexagon? Ilang sides yung hexagon? 6, di ba? So 1/2, we have here 6 sides, and then yung radius natin, since 20 cm yung diameter, therefore yung radius natin is 10, no? Half of that. So basically 20/2 square, then sine of 360 all over n, which is 6. Okay. So makukuha nating area ng hexagon is basically equivalent lang sa anong area makukuha natin dito, class? Sige daw. Please everyone, kindly calculate. 0.56 times 10 square. Then that is sine of 360 divide 6. Tama ba? So this is equivalent sa 259.81. 259.81, and that is naka-centimeter squared. Okay, kung gusto nyo naman yung long method, okay, gawin natin yung long method. This one, mag-create tayo ng center. So ito yung radius natin. May tanong ba? Sir, nawala ang signal sa... Okay lang, okay lang. Okay. Ano naman to? Recorded pa naman to. Okay, question ni Gulto?
Ay, sir, seribante ni sir.
Oh,
Ganong ano, sir, 20/2.
Radius man, diameter man tong nabigay dito. Diameter man sa circle yan, no? Ito, radius man to. So, di ba, yung radius is
Tapos,
diameter over 2.
ay, okay.
Okay, diameter over 2 yan. Kasi yung diameter is twice ang radius, tama? Tama ba?
Ay, okay, sir.
Okay, so
Gets.
this one is also radius din ito, no? So, anong exterior angle natin dito? 'Di ba anim 'to? No, anim no. 6 yung hexagon, 6 'yan. So, bawat angle dito pala is equivalent sa 360 divide 6. Obviously, that is ilan to class? 60 degrees, tama ba? 60 degrees yung angle dito, no? So, kukunin natin yung parang apotem niyan, no? Bale, okay, okay na to. Parang gawin natin, isa na tong triangle, no? Isang triangle na to. So, ilang triangle lahat to dito, class? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sir.
6. 6 no, 6 hexagon. 6 triangles. 'Di ba na-remember nyo yung triangle area kapag given yung dalawang sides tsaka meron tayong central angle or included angle. Diba, 'di ba? Yung radius dito is 10, tsaka 10 din ito. Then ito 60, 'di ba? Na-remember nyo yon yung kanina? Area ng triangle pala dito is equivalent sa 1 half, yung dalawang sides, 10 tsaka 10. And then yung included angle nila, kukunin nyo yung sine niya. Sine of 60 degrees. So, anong value nito? Sige. Just prove no na similar lang yung magiging sagot. 0.5 tapos yung 10 tapos being square pa. 10 kasi 10 times 10. And then we have here sine 60. Ang sagot dito is equivalent sa okay, 43.3 no? 31. 012 na lang. 7. Okay, yan. Centimeter square yan. Tapos, i-multiply natin yan sa 6. Kasi 6 na triangles ang hexagon, no? 6 times 43.30127. So, yung sagot natin dito, basically, i-multiply lang natin yan by 6. Then, makukuha na natin yung similar value, 259.81 din, centimeter square. So, similar lang yan dun sa sagot natin using yung shortcut method ni Naruto. Naruto. Okay? Or that is 1 has no right to sin, 360 yan. Okay? I hope na-remember nyo pa yan, no? So, problem number 2 tayo. Ribante, okay na ba yun? Diameter over 2, that is radius, ha? Okay, number 2. A circle has a radius of 50 cm. Then, a 50 cm chord has its end along the circle perimeter. Find the distance from the center to the chord. Okay, paano to i-solve, class? Sige daw. Do you have any idea how to solve this one? So, himay-himayin natin. Meron na tayong circle na may radius na 50 cm. So, gawa tayo ng circle dito. Gawa tayong circle, parang ganyan, no? So, circle dyan. Then, meron tayong center ng circle. Then, sabi dito, may radius daw siya na 50 cm. So, ipagpalagay natin, ito yung radius niya. Of course, yan yung radius niya, no? So, this is 50 cm. So, ito din. Yan din ito. 50 cm din yan, tama ba? Radius kasi yan, di ba? Tama ba? So, meron tayong chord, 50 cm ng chord. Ano yung chord, class? If we have, say, for example, a circle. Okay, meron tayong circle. A chord is a line that divides the circle into two parts. Ito yun, chord yan, no? Pwede din ganito, chord din yan. Okay, pwede din ganito, chord din yan. Anong chord yung pinaka longest sa circle? Anong chord to? Yung pinaka longest sa circle. Remember nyo pa? The longest chord in a circle is what we call the diameter. Remember nyo ba? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the largest or the longest chord in a circle is what we call the diameter. Tama ba? That is the longest chord. Okay. So yung chord natin is a line that divides the circle into two equal parts or two parts. Hindi necessary equal parts. Pero yung diameter, it will divide the circle into two parts. Equal parts. So gawa tayo ng 50 cm diameter. And sabi dito, has its end. Yung end point niya, so for example, meron tayong chord na ganito, 50 cm yan. Yung endpoint niya, ito at saka ito, nandun daw sa circle perimeter. Meaning to say, Itong 50 centimeter, okay, na-touch niya yung dalawang, ganito ba? Na-touch niya yung, parang ganito. So, balitan lang natin, no? Para accurate. So, parang ganito yan, no? Na-touch niya yung dalawang, yung circle, no? Along the perimeter of the circle. So, yan yung 50 centimeter na chord. Nang sabi dito, find the distance from the center, from dito, to the chord. Okay, anong distance to, class? Ito. So, yan yung pinapahanap dito. Ano daw ang distance ito? So, pagpalagay natin, that is equivalent sa ating, okay, pagpalagay natin this is equivalent sa, hindi yan si 50 kasi yung 50, galing dito, papunta dito yan, no? 50 yan. So, ito, pagpalagay natin, this is equivalent sa y. So, ano yung value ng y? Yan yung tanong dyan, no? Okay. To solve for the value of y, basically, pwede natin gawin is that etong center ng circle, papunta dito sa endpoint ng ating chord. Okay, ano yan, class? Anong value to, class? Diba that is the same thing pa rin sa radius, which is 50 cm? Tama ba? Now, that is radius pa rin, Now, from here, from this point, no, papunta dito na point, anong length to, class? Ayan. Anong length yan? Would you agree with me that is just basically the half of 50? Since itong line na to, that is 50 cm.
Yes, sir.
So, half of that
25,
is
sir.
25. Tama ba? Okay. Tama, no? So, makakreate tayo ng parang triangle. Okay? Lahat ng problems na to, pwede lang isolve using triangles. Tama ba? So, we have here 50, no? 50, tapos dito, 25. Kuha ba? And ang tanong, anong value nitong y? Okay. Yan yung yung tanong dito. The distance from the center to the chord. Ito yung y. Anong value ng y natin dyan, no? Paano natin yan kunin, class? Any idea? Paano natin kunin yung y dito? Okay. First, we can solve. Okay, we can just simply use what? The Pythagorean theorem, no? Meron tayong hypotenuse 50. Meron tayong side 25. Ito another side. So we can use the Pythagorean identity. Okay, Pythagorean theorem. 50 square equivalent sa 25 square plus y square. Okay? Okay, itong 50 square ilan yan? Okay, 50 square. Ito transpose natin sa kabila, magiging negative 25 square. Okay? Y. Square root natin yan para makuha natin yung y. Anong value ng y natin dito, class? So that is basically 50 square minus 25 square. So ang sagot dito is 43.3. So ang sagot pala diyan is okay, 43.3. Anong unit niyan? Centimeters. Okay? Centimeters. So basically, ang distance pala ng chord natin, ang distance pala from the center of our circle papuntang chord natin, itong part na to is equivalent sa 43.3 centimeters. So, yan yung sagot natin for this problem. Okay? Madali lang yan, class, no? Simple triangle lang yan. Pero, pag di nyo ma-visualize, hindi nyo talaga masasagutan yan. Okay, for our last problem for this afternoon. Two circles having a diameter of 20 cm at saka 30 cm each intersect each other or intersect each other. If the distance between points of intersection is 10 cm, find the center between circles. O, mahirap yan, no? Kung babasahin natin, no? Pero pag himay-himayin natin yan, makukuha natin yan. So, meron na tayong dalawang circle. Yung unang circle, 20 cm yung diameter niya. So, pagpalagay natin ganito. At yung pangalawang circle is 30 cm yung diameter niya. So, mas malaki na. Mas malaki ng kaunti compare sa 20. So, ito yan, no? So, sabi dito, nag-intersect na tong dalawa. Ito yan, nagaganito sila. Yan. Tama ba? So, gawa tayo ng center ng isang circle. Ito yon. At saka another center ng isang circle. Ito yon. So, sabi dyan, okay, galing dito sa center, ang sabi dito, the distance between points of intersection. Saan yung nag-intersect ang ating circle? Itong dalawang points na to. Tama ba? Itong dalawang points. That is what we call the points of intersection. Sabi dyan, the distance between these points of intersection, itong distance daw nito is, na to, class? 10 cm. 10 cm daw to. Ito, galing dito, papunta dito. 10 centimeter daw yan. Ang tanong, ano yung distance from the centers ng dalawang circle? Ano to? Okay, sabihin natin that is, yung green na nakita ninyo, ayan, that is x. So, ano tong x natin? Okay. Now, galing dito, sa center ng 20 centimeter diameter, okay? 20 centimeter diameter to ha. Ito naman, 30 centimeter diameter. So meaning to say, galing sa center dito, papunta dito, ilan to class? Lagay natin red na lang. Ilan to class? Ito. That is half of 20, which is yung radius, which is 10 yan, no? So, galing dito sa center, papunta dito sa same point of intersection, ilan yan?
15.
That is also 15, kasi half of 30, 15, no? Now, napansin nyo, meron tayong na-create na parang dalawang, ano to class? Dalawang right triangle. Ito na triangle, tsaka, ito na triangle. So, dalawang right triangle na yan, no? So, ipagpalagay natin, itong side na to is equivalent sa D1. At itong side na to is equivalent sa D2. Kapag yung center natin is, okay, di ba 10 yung, ano natin, di ba, distance between point of intersection. So, half of that is 5. So, meaning to say, ito, 5 yan, no? Ito din 5. So, lahat niyan, 10 cm. Tama ba? So, parang magkaroon tayo ng ganitong diagram. So, draw ko lang ulit ha. So, another triangle. Then, we have also this triangle, no? Ano ko lang ha, parang di lang natin idugtong. Just to make some adjustment. So, etong lahat na to, 5 yan, no? Etong side na to, at saka etong side na to, 5 yan. Ito 15, ito 10, ito yung D1, ito yung D2. So, kung i-add natin yung D1 and D2, makukuha natin yung X, no? So, basically, yung X pala is D1 plus D2. That is the distance between what? Find the center between circle, or find natin yung distance between centers of the circle. So, yan yung ibig sabihin nito ha. Find the center between circles, or the distance between the centers of the circle. Parang mali ang tanong dito, no? So, ang tamang tanong dito is find the distance between okay, ilagay ko lang ha. Find the distance between centers of the circle. Between centers of the two circles. So, yan yung tanong dapat. We find the distance between centers of the two circles. So, dalawang centers yan, no? Each of the circle. Okay? So, basically, that is D1 over D1 plus D2. So, makukuha natin yung D1 and D2 using Pythagorean theorem lang din, no? For D1, that is basically, yung hypotenuse natin is 10 at saka 15, no? So, 10 squared equivalent sa 5 squared to, plus D1 squared. Okay? Dito naman, 15 square equivalent sa D2 square, or may say 5 square plus D2 square. Okay? So, makukuha natin dito yung D1. D1 is equivalent sa square root ng 10 square minus 5 square. Dito naman yung D2 is equivalent sa 15 square minus 5 square. So, ang values nito, ilagay natin dito, meaning to say, we have now our equation, x equivalent sa, yung D1 natin is 100 minus 25, plus, ito yun, yung 15 square minus 25. Okay. So, kunin na natin yung calculator natin para masolve na natin yan directly. So, that is 100 minus 25, okay, added by 15 square minus 25. So, sagot dito, that is equivalent sa 22.8. So, yung x pala natin is 22.8, and ang unit niyan is centimeter, kasi centimeter ang binigay dito. Okay? So, may tanong ba, class? So, eto, centimeters yan. So, yan yung distance between the centers of each circle. Kuha ba? Any questions?